What's going on, Kerry? How you doing, bro?
What up? What up? What up? How's it going? How was your week?
It's shit. Come on now, go dogs, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey,
Come
I
on.
had to bait that one in. I had
Is
to
that
bring that one in.
is that a real question? Right? Like, come on, come on.
It was a glorious Saturday, huh?
It was a beautiful Saturday. The playoff committee. I think they meet again tomorrow. But last week, the playoff committee decided, in their infinite wisdom, to rank Tennessee 1 and Georgia 3. And I said, "Oh, okay. Thank you."
Right.
Because what I know about the Georgia Bulldogs is that anytime Kirby Smart gets a reason to cuss out his players and tell them that the world don't love them, Kirby Smart will do it. And that team played angry, and Tennessee bore the brunt of the committee choosing to tell Georgia that they were behind Tennessee. So,
As the
Saturday was
defending champs, as the defending champs at
defending
that,
champs, bro.
the disrespect was just so crazy. And I have to preface this. I'm not a Georgia fan. I have friends, close friends, allies, everybody Georgia fans. I'm not
Mhm.
a Georgia fan. But even I could look at last week's rankings and be like, but they the defending champs. Have they lost? They ain't lose.
Mhm.
I don't understand. What is
Yep.
happening here? The
And
disrespect was real.
and I get it, right? Like the committee says, "Hey, last year has no bearing on this year." That's typically what they
Sure,
say. But
sure.
still, they have not lost. And so for them to say, "Hey, Tennessee, because you beat Bama by a point, you are now ranked number 1 and Georgia's number 3." Hmm.
Well, now I heard someone theorize that Georgia still might not be number one. I don't know how that they would get to this, but someone was saying that it would be LSU. And I was like,
Okay.
LSU?
LSU has 2
I don't
losses.
see it.
They're not.
I don't understand that.
At this point, what I have learned about my team and about my head coach Kirby Smart is he don't give two shits about where you rank him in that team. His
Right.
team is going to show up and run through a brick wall to prove a point. And
Yeah.
so
Or
they
it wasn't LSU, it was Ohio State. And I was
okay.
like, Ohio State that just got pushed by Northwestern?
Hey,
That Ohio State?
so all the
I don't
Georgia
see it.
players said,
I don't
like,
see it.
it's funny. I think they all speak from the same sheet of coach speak. And
Right.
and all of their interviews, that it's only like 5 players that get interviewed after the game anyway, maybe 7. All of them said, we don't do any talking, we don't read the paper, we do our talking with our helmet and our shoulder pads.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's all I need. That's
I'm
all I need.
saying that's what makes sense to me. Hey man, what are you before we go any further? What are you drinking? What are you drinking on this
The same
tonight?
thing. The same thing. So again, okay, so
Listen,
next week, guys, I
when you
promise.
gonna load up the fridge, man? When you
So
gonna load it up?
I actually went and bought ginger ale today, but it's sitting in the cabinet and never
Wow.
made its way downstairs. So this is
Yeah.
my fault. Like, there's bourbon sitting back here, there's a cup sitting back here,
Right.
but I ain't quite in the mood on a Monday to drink it straight. So I was like, I went and got some nice ginger ale. It's Drunk
Yeah.
Mondays, and then all of a sudden, whatever time it is hits, and I'm like, shit, I need to go downstairs and get ready for the pod. So
Right.
this is my fault. Next week, my promise to the loyal listeners, I will have a new bourbon and I will drink it on air. Not the whole bottle, but I will drink real drinks on air
I hope
next
you
week.
don't drink the whole. I think there's one reason why I could see you drinking a whole bottle of bourbon next
Vacation?
week, and I'm not. No,
Oh,
no,
Georgia loses to Mississippi State?
no,
Oh,
no. If
Candace said she's pregnant again?
if the political situation
Oh,
changes,
shit. No, you know what? We said we said we are going to talk about this. I think I'm open to whatever, right? Like I could see it going
Really?
either way. I mean, we could
Really?
have who, huh?
I said, really?
I could, like there's a part of me that believes that we will have a senator who has um more um more abortions than brain cells. So I seriously believe that we will have a senator for the state of Georgia who has more abortions than brain cells.
Yeah. I mean, I think at this point, I think if the Democrats lose big tomorrow, it's their own fault. And I
I
don't
don't
know
think they're
what to
going to
say
lose
about that.
big. I don't think they're going to lose big. I think they will
There's
lead
a
Georgia.
couple of things. Let me say what would be losing big to me. You
Hmm.
lose the House and you lose the Senate. It's pretty much
I don't think
that's
they
like,
lose both.
and that's going to be the question though,
Yeah.
is do they lose both, right? And
No,
that's where I'm like
I think they lose the House because I think the House, is more susceptible to idiots
swings, right?
running, and I think they keep the Senate maybe barely, but I do think there's a part of me that believes Herschel Walker um, beats Warnock because Georgia will Georgia. I think
You
Georgia. I
think
think
Stacey's gonna make it?
no. I think you got a better shot of Warnock winning without Stacey because I
Oh,
think
really?
I think Georgians. I think there's probably enough Georgians that would vote for Kemp and Warnock, but not vote
Stacey
the other
and
way
Warnock,
around. Yeah, yeah. I
right?
think I think you can get enough. So I think either way, I don't think Stacey wins. I think Warnock could win. I think the dude in Philadelphia wins because Dr. Oz is an idiot. Uh,
It's also like this is all completely. I'm not prepared to talk about these win-loss scenarios and all this, and we'll probably do this depending if you think back, we've done this every year now
mhm.
when the election results start coming in,
Yeah,
and we deal with the fallout of that. So just stay tuned to the
yeah.
show over the next
Maybe
week,
we'll deal
and
with it.
we'll see.
We'll deal with it next Monday. But I
We'll
do
see.
think that there's a strong possibility they lose the House and keep the Senate.
We'll see. We'll see. So I am drinking Laws Bourbon 4 grain bourbon. So
Oh, Candace brought me ginger beer, so I think I got enough to make a drink. My wife loves me.
coming through as an MVP. That's what
That's
I'm
what I'm
talking
saying.
about.
The real MVP. Shout out to my wife. So, tell me what you're drinking again.
Laws Bourbon 4 grain.
Okay, tell
It's
me
a
about it.
4 grain. It's fire. I'm drinking gasoline right now. It's like hot. It's like woo, okay, heating it up. It's got a little smoky tint to it. It's pretty good. I'll take it. So
All right, family of loyal listeners. What are y'all drinking?
right. I
So this
saw
is
Tal
really
sign in. I saw Tal
it's
sign in, so I'm expecting like a water, protein shake,
protein shake.
protein shake. I'm interested to see how this goes. I want to see.
Now that I got the ginger beer here, until folks start telling us what we're drinking, I'm going to switch from the beer that I was drinking. So that's just going to go bad. I'm going back to the Penelope.
Okay.
Hold on, y'all can't see that. I don't even know how to do this. People be doing it, but like showing people the bottle. I don't know. Anyway,
Right.
it's Penelope
Okay.
bourbon, straight bourbon whiskey, 40%,
Mm,
80 proof. Smells pretty good. Candace says she's drinking cold pressed juice.
I know.
Let me tell you
That's
something.
cool.
So we moved over here near the farmers market.
Right.
So the DeKalb farmers market will juice any fruit for you. All you got to do is go over to the fruit section, walk it over to the juicer, and bam, right then and there, they will cold press juice your juice.
Legit.
Fam, it has changed. We just be in there like on a Tuesday. We'll just take those juices.
Right. I ain't mad at you. Hey, that's part of the perks of living in the town, man. Living
Damn.
ITP for real, for real. You're
So
like, oh, I shop better. I don't even go to Whole Foods no more. I go to the Cab Farmers Market. I go
no, real
straight,
talk, bro. Like
straight.
regular, like we'd be like, oh, we had ice cream, farmer's market.
Right.
Like, boom.
Hey,
Let me get this
I ain't mad
this,
at
this
you.
caramel triple chocolate.
I ain't
So
mad at you. You got to do what you got to do. Hey, man. The thing I am most looking forward to
spicy.
coming up this week, I have to call this out. I'm not looking forward to the election and all that drama of watching the results come in. I am more excited about Danielle manifesting this $1.9 billion.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I need.
Tell me more. Tell me more.
We as a show collective, the collective unit has gotten Danielle to do something she never does. She bought a lottery ticket. And this is a part of our master plan to get that $30 million house in Hawaii where we're going to be chilling. So I am more excited about the prospects of waking up tomorrow and my wife saying, oh my God, we won the lottery. We don't have to work anymore.
All right, so
We have
hold on. Tell me the story. How did she tell you she got the lottery ticket?
I kept it pretty simple. If we're going with the play by play, if I'm the color commentary right now, I said, I called her, I said, hey, I need you to do something for me. She said, what do you need? I said, you're my ride or die. I need you to go buy a lottery ticket. She said, well, I don't have a lot of cash. I was like, whatever cash you have is the right amount of cash to get the tickets that you need to get. She said, what about numbers? I said, hey, I don't know about the numbers. You know about the numbers. They your numbers. It's whatever numbers you choose. I don't want to mess up the juju, right? You got to do what you got to do. She sent me back a picture, said they only do quick picks. I was like, then quick picks, you will win. I trust you. I have all the faith in your manifestation skills. Do it.
And so she did it.
She did it.
So
We
hold
gonna
on. So
see.
do they read the numbers tonight?
Yeah, numbers come out in a few, like I don't know, like 10, 11, something like that.
Okay, all right, bet.
We ain't gonna wait on the line till the
No, no,
till
no,
the
no, no, no,
numbers
no,
come
no,
in.
no,
But
no, no. But I do shoot your boy a text if y'all get it.
if we get it, I don't know, man. Y'all might not see no. Like you obviously you'll
Podcast
know.
number. Hey,
You'll
if we're not here next week, just know that means Carrie won the lottery.
oh, I'll still be here one way or another because I ain't gonna let nobody know outside of the small circle. Nobody will know. I'll be like, y'all, the only thing y'all would know, and this is what I would do just to throw people off. I would copy my same background and put it in a new house so that no one knows. They could be like, you still in Atlanta? I'd be like, maybe, maybe I'm in another country. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at, but I'm richer because of it. Hey,
All right, hey, real quick. So we had daylight savings time on Sunday. Did it mess you up?
it's messed me up because as you know, I'm like switching between time zones. I'm on the road a little bit. I'll be back in town in a bit. And I went 2 hours behind to then go 1 hour extra behind. Now I can't even figure out what time it's supposed to be. I'm just tired all the time.
Your
I'm
body,
tired
your
all the
body
time.
all jacked up.
I'm like this. Am I tired? Yeah, it's only 3 o'clock. Yeah, I need to go to sleep. I'm tired. I need a nap. And then I feel like once this works all out, I'm gonna be right back home. So you know what I
See,
mean?
what's throwing me off is all the clocks being different. So like I'll
The
look at my
clock's being
watch in my phone and be like, all right, cool, it's 4 o'clock. And then I walk out to the stove and the stove says 6 o'clock. My car, and then I look like, no, it's all right, we good. But then I walk and get in the car and my car says it's 6 o'clock. It's like, it's just,
no, bro.
I'm
My
just throwing off.
computer my computer is still in Eastern Standard Time.
Oh no.
I'm in Mountain Standard Time. And apparently, I just found out the other day there's Mountain Daylight Time and then there's Mountain Standard Time because some of the places in the state don't recognize the fall back or whatever.
That,
And I was
see,
like, I'm
daylight
so
savings has
confused
to
right
be
now.
one of the villains. I know we not there. Maybe mid-show villain is daylight savings time.
Mid show villain is why are we even changing the hours? Who what? We don't even work in the fields anymore. We ain't doing that. What you talking about?
Right, fam.
But I do have a better villain. I have a story to tell about my main villain that I thought was just so interesting. But I'll come back to that later.
So
So
in the spirit of daylight savings time, there's I saw a video and I'll share it with you later, and I'll see if I can't find it or find it and post it on our IG. There is a country or city in Norway, I think, that the sun never sets.
I've heard of this. I've heard
So
of this in Alaska, actually.
well, and this one it's in Norway, and it sits perfectly in the middle of the
Of the
world.
middle of the sun thing that
And
was like,
so as the earth rotates, this spot on earth is never dark. Like it goes
you know,
from
that would drive me insane.
full sunlight to like dusk,
Dim. Right.
but never goes dark. Yeah. Tal says she
Right.
saw that on Twitter. Like it's freaky as shit, but it's beautiful. And I'm like, I low key want to visit. But
I don't.
but
I
one
I
is in
don't.
Norway. It ain't no black people there.
Do you really want to do that, or do you just want the experience
I
of
like the
trying
idea
to
of
do
it.
that?
I like the
Right.
idea of it.
Because I guarantee you, you're gonna be like, I'm tired as hell, and it's bright as hell outside,
I
and
just texted it to you.
there's not enough blackout curtains in the world to make your house that dark. You know what I mean? Like, you know that feeling when you're like, I got blackout curtains up, I'm about to go to sleep, and there's that little sliver of light at the bottom
Mm.
that lights up the whole room, and you're
My
like, nah,
son, so Xavier has blackout curtains in his room. Them some bitches is good. Like I don't know what curtains my wife bought for him, but dang, it'd be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon in this boy room with the door closed.
right.
You could go in there and go to sleep.
I need recommendations on blackout curtains then, because mine be laying in a little bit of light, and I'll be going
Nah,
crazy. Danielle
it don't
gets
be.
mad.
It don't
I'll
be
be
no.
trying to. I
Candace
try
is
Velcro. I'll be
nope.
trying to Velcro the sides to the wall and all that stuff. It don't be working out. It won't be working out for me. Yeah, man. So what else has been going on? What's been going on?
All right. So two things. This is not what we talked about in the pre-show. What the hell happened at Camp Lejeune?
What you mean? What happened at Camp Lejeune?
Because so you ain't seen none of these commercials about what's this the
Oh, if you were based in Camp
yeah, like
Lejeune,
what the hell,
yeah, I did see a commercial for that, and I was like, what's
bro?
going on?
For
What
me,
happened at Camp?
it's every other. I get more
I'm
Camp
about to look
Lejeune
it up.
commercials than political commercials.
I'm about to look it up now because now I'm curious. Camp Lejeune Justice Act. What is this? Oh, they got cancer from toxic water.
Damn, I'm like y'all spending more money on commercials than y'all did on your legal team.
That's because it's where is Camp Lejeune?
I
Oh,
don't
down by
know.
Jacksonville. It's down by Jacksonville,
I
it says.
don't know, but I don't. But can I be honest and transparent and say I am over the commercials?
No, you can't be over the commercials. I'm sorry, you can't do that. These people serve, man. And it's coming up on Veterans Day too. Nah,
Man,
man.
so I got to ride this
Hey,
out.
they gotta do right by them soldiers. They gotta do
We
right by
can
them
do right
soldiers
by
these
the
days.
soldiers, but I don't need to see Camp Lejeune every other day, every other hour
Hey,
on the TV.
if they got to show it 24 hours in case, you
Man,
know how some of these soldiers be, they don't get the type of medical care that they
I,
need and all
I
that.
get
Like,
it.
yo,
I get
yo,
it. But fam, they running ads like during prime time.
hey,
I'm like,
Candace is right though. I tell you what I am tired of. These
Oh,
goddamn political ads getting on my
I'm
last nerve. And I'm
done.
like, bruh, who gave you my phone number? Because y'all texting so much, I'm about to start replying. I will vote for the other person if you do not stop calling me. I don't know how many packs there are, but why is there a, hey
Yep.
man, I'm from Spread the Vote. Hey man, I'm from Ice Cream Vote. Hey
Man.
man, I'm from all, and it's like, I don't care. I
Yep.
already voted. Why you texting me?
So you know
Who
what I
told you
did?
to text me? Hold on.
Go
I
ahead.
just gotta say this. When I get a text message from an organization that I didn't request,
Yep.
it's like you walking into my house and bothering me as I'm trying to watch TV.
Yep.
I didn't ask for you to text me. Why are you texting me? And it's like it's so annoying. It's like, oh, right?
So my calls are split between people still want to buy the house I don't own no more. So them people still calling, and in the political people. And it's like, bro, I'm done. I voted. I did. I promise you I did. Like, I ain't got no more left. So I legitimately have unsubscribed from every single political email I've gotten. Unsubscribe every time I get a text. Stop. I'm like, I'm done. Like I can't deal with it anymore.
I don't even get the stop ones no more. And like legit, because it's the day before the election, I done got like maybe 20 today from different organizations ask me, it's like, sir, this is for Herschel Walker. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, I'm not voting for you, Herschel. Oh, I'm with the group for Stacey Abrams. No, no, please leave me alone. Leave me alone.
So
Please.
we live in the area now where we're getting we never received any canvases when we lived out in Gwinnett. So but now we got our first little canvasser the other day, and so this poor woman rang the doorbell, and I'm like, who the hell ringing my doorbell, right? Because
Right.
if you ain't
Y-
invited,
Y'all
why you at my
y'all live
house?
up on a hill too. You gotta walk up that hill.
So you know me, I pull up the ring doorbell so I can see the video, and I wasn't gonna answer the door, but here go my kids. Daddy, somebody at the door. I'm like, shut the hell up.
Right.
And so then I gotta answer the door because y'all hollering, so she know we in here.
Right.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to make sure you guys knew where your polling place was. Yes, ma'am. We know. We're voting tomorrow. Do you have a plan? Yes, we have a plan. We're voting tomorrow. You can count on our vote. Go away. Good luck.
You're I don't understand. I don't understand how they got my information. I be getting messages for people that they ain't even me. It's a person that used to live in my house. They texted me like I'm him.
Fam.
They're like, Glenn, when you gonna vote? Glenn, you can't even get your public records right,
Fam.
bruh.
So
Y'all getting on my last nerve
so
now.
so, so the little old lady who checked me in at the polling place, old black woman. I get up, I get my little forms, I start filling them out or whatever. Boom, I hand it to her. She like, well, make sure you vote right now.
Right. Hey,
Like,
because it
man,
don't matter. It does not matter for the 70 plus crowd. It don't matter what you tell them you cannot do at the polling place. They gonna give you the signal now. They gonna be like, hey, so just making sure you're voting.
that
Now,
is,
who-
this,
now I
this,
can't ask you who you vote for, but I'm here to make sure you voted well.
and then she get that look. Make sure you vote right now.
Because we all need a little bit more of Jesus in our life.
I died laughing as I walked down the hall and proceeded to do what she told me to do.
Hey, she gave me that little stylus thing.
Oh
And
yeah.
like, now make sure. I was like, what do I do with the stylus? She was like, you can keep the stylus, but did you vote? I was like, hey, hey, I was definitely in there like, hey, I put my thing in there. And she was like, here, I put my ballot inside the little copier thing, whatever, right, that counts it. And there was like a straight pause for like a couple seconds. And this lady looked at me like, what the fuck did you just vote for? And I was like, I voted with my heart. She was like, she was like, but did you vote with your skin? No, she ain't asked that. I ain't gonna get nobody in trouble. I ain't getting nobody in trouble. But
Hey,
she straight up looked at me like,
the black women that they find to work at polling locations.
they so real. And the black dudes don't be any better. The black dudes be like, hey, they supposed to be standing up helping you like figure out where you gotta go. They be like, you here to vote? Right over there.
But what killed me, and this is a testament to why we need more people to volunteer to be poll workers, is they got the oldest people at the polling locations working the computers.
Right.
Like,
Hey,
man,
hey, hey, that's how you know grandma know how to work an iPad because she up there like this. Let me go on and get you checked in now, baby.
oh yeah, with the stylus.
Now go on and make sure all this information is correct now. Okay. Now what you gonna do? You're gonna go right over there into that booth, and you're gonna punch it in. Now verify your card before you get in there, but let
You
me go
got
on and
you
flip
got to
this back.
mash it. You got to mash it. You
And
can't put
she felt, hey, the lady that was working mine when I had decided and she flipped the tablet, she was like, okay, now here we go. Go on inside that. All right, bow, boom. There you go. And I was like, oh, she feeling great. She done
Oh
working as
god.
stylist. She's like,
It's the funniest thing and it's the sweetest thing on the planet that
I
we
love
keep
my people.
finding these black women that's gonna stand up for democracy. These old black women gonna stand up for democracy and make sure that these polls you will not intimidate an old black
Yeah,
woman. You're not.
yeah.
You're just
I
not.
think what they should do, I think they should have a match program with local high schools, right? Like for every lady over a certain age, they should have a high school student be paired with them
Yeah.
throughout training and all that stuff, right? Just so that they can hear the stories. Because I would love to hear the stories now. Be like, oh, now that is Brenda Thomas. Brenda Thomas done walked in here. Now you know she done got kicked out of the church about 3 weeks ago on Sunday. But I ain't here to say nothing. Hey, Brenda,
Right. No,
you
no,
here
no.
to vote?
Old black women, man, they gonna hold down voting rights now. Like it don't matter what
Well,
y'all do.
you know that the things on their list is church usher
Oh,
and poll worker.
that's what their
Tho-
resume say.
tho- That's the two jobs. They're like, nah, I ain't here to tell you about my leadership skills, but I was lead usher two
Yep.
Sundays
Oh,
ago,
and
and
then
I am the regional manager of this poll line.
no. Not only am I lead usher, but I'm gonna count that money when after offering
Hey,
done.
hey, Pastor asked for an accurate count. And I said, Jesus blessed me with a calculator. I'm out here mashing it up. Ba, ba, ba,
Oh
ba,
yeah.
ba, ba.
And I'm telling you, all the men that's in there, they on the deacon board.
Oh, you know they got the white gloves. They got the
Fam.
white gloves. And they like, now, where you need to go is right over there. It's the same guy. It's the same guy at the poll worker. That's why he knows. He's like, what you need? 3 seats? 3 seats? Go over there. Emmett, Emmett, Emmett. They need three. Right. That's the same guy showing up at your poll, sit down in that plastic chair,
Right.
talk about,
Man,
oh, it's right down
I,
there.
I need those two seats. If you could scoot in, well, this is my seat, baby. This is not your seat. This is the Lord's seat. I need you to scoot into these pews so we can get two more people to sit right here. That's how the conversation go.
Now don't forget to bless the pastor now. When they pass around that basket, that bless
Oh,
the pastor now.
you
Pastor,
got
get
to
that
get
blessing.
the pastoral offering.
We got a church fund going to get some new windows now. Come on now. Come on.
No,
Be
hey, shout
faithful
out
with
to the
the
old
low.
black people. Shout out to the
I
old black
love
people
it.
holding democracy down.
Shout outs to them because it's not immediately clear if we're gonna be able to hold that bar through our old age. Like I don't anticipate doing that too much. Like,
So my daddy asked a good question. He said he got two kids that's old enough to vote who don't want to. What do you say to get them involved? Ooh-wee.
this is what I would do. If I was your dad, what I would do is I would pay some people to like go to their house, put a black hood over them like they kidnapped, and be like, "Cause you didn't vote, we took over the world last night, and now you're a hostage, and now you just gotta scare them straight." That's what I think. You gotta pull
Man,
like a V for Vendetta, and make them feel like everything lost because of them not voting, and then maybe that's how you convince them to vote going forward. I don't know, man, because it's a hard problem. It's a hard problem with people that don't vote, right?
yeah, I mean, and I think some of it, man, is I think so many times we make politics, and damn it, we're getting into this conversation. We're
Mhm,
supposed to be talking about Christmas music, but
mhm,
well,
mhm.
I'll say this quick, and then we can move on. I think so many times we make politics too national. And I think when you make it national, you can't point specifically to policy that impacts your day-to-day life, right? Can we
Right.
in today's
I
day and
agree
age,
with you.
Roe versus Wade with how the
I
Republicans
completely
prevent
agree with you.
student loan, and
Yeah.
but what we miss is these local races like school board, like
No, no. I
state
legit so Jeff, I completely agree with you because I think the thing like for your dad is like, don't tell them about the big national
right,
senator race. Tell them the judge that just locked up their cousin last week
right,
got voted into that position. The
exactly.
sheriff that decided to evict their best friend from their apartment
Yep,
got voted in last term.
yep.
The person at the education board that is increasing the taxes but not giving your kid the adequate education that they
That's
need
the
to move on in life got
that's the
voted in
yep,
last week.
yep.
And this is the problem with that is because you're right. People take the national stuff and they're
Mhm.
like, I don't care about that. But you get missing out because you're being impacted by a whole bunch of stuff,
Yep.
right?
And then the crazy thing about it is they will enact policy on the local level that impacts you, and then people will look at the federal government and say, well, why is my life not getting better, or why aren't things
Right.
changing? Because they don't understand that the reality of the change happens at the local level, right? With school
Exactly.
boards saying this book is banned, or this is what you can teach in schools, but you can't teach about the history of America. You have to teach this watered down version,
Right.
right? So too many people focus on the federal government for to be a change agent, when it's not the federal government, it's local elections that really produce the change. And that's why you have local electors running on, look at these potholes that I
Mm,
got filled in your backyard. But
right.
what they're not saying is that money came from the federal government when the Democrats voted for the infrastructure bill, but all the Republicans voted against it. But on the local level, people are able to say, look, we fixed this road or we built this bridge. And people go, oh, wow, look at what they're doing, when really
Right.
they didn't do anything for it.
No, Star just brought up a good point that she said she's in Louisville
Yep.
and a friend told her the judge who signed the warrant for Breonna Taylor is on the
Yep.
ballot.
Yep.
This is a way to ground these things,
Yep.
man. Like when you see these people getting acquitted, like they're judges,
Yep.
right? They're up for election.
I mean,
You need to
that black district attorney that failed to prosecute the officers. That's a
right,
local that happens on a local level. And we sit around, and this is why Republicans have done a much better job of messaging. Like Democrats focus on big elections, and it's boom, we will focus on that presidency year. But the
Right.
Republicans have managed to gain more power throughout the generations and decades because they have focused more of their energy on these mid-year elections that typically are lower turnout. This is
Right.
exactly why MARTA has not been expanded in the state of Georgia, because the
Right.
Republicans in leadership have purposefully put that measure on the ballot in off-year elections when turnout is low and when more Republicans are likely to vote, because it has come out that Democrats don't vote in off-year elections or mid-year
And it's
elections. So,
crazy. It's crazy. Like y'all, like people just you need to vote and you need to get out of your mind that voting is every 4 years. Voting is every 2 years,
it's every
people.
two
Come on.
years.
And if you're really smart about it, it's probably quicker than that because of primaries and some of this other stuff that you need to
And
be woke about. You know
yep,
what I mean?
yep. And then understand that in states like Georgia, specifically, where, if you want to go back to this national conversation with Herschel in Warnock or Stacy in Kent, if neither one of them get to 50%, then we go to a runoff, which means we
Right.
have to turn around and do this
You don't
again.
have to vote again. It's
And,
your duty to vote, to keep voting, vote often, vote a lot, vote all the time.
and
Just get it in your mind.
I'm not even the guy that's going to say vote Democrat, right? I'm going to say
Vote.
vote,
Just
right?
vote, right?
Find
Like,
out the policies that matter to you,
right,
and then vote. But then if the person that you voted for to put him in office or her in office don't live up to what they said they were going to do within reason, then vote their asses out, right? Like,
like
like,
I'm a moment of truth. Moment of truth. I gotta
mhm.
admit, when I voted for straight Democrats, with the exception of one office. One office got my vote.
Agriculture.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, it was uh, Attorney General, or I
See,
think
Chris
no,
Carr,
no, I went with Raffensperger, Secretary of State.
I got you.
Why did I go with Raffensperger? Because he stood up to Trump in national politics and said, "Nah, I mean, like this is what the vote count is. The vote count is what the vote count is." And I didn't know who B Win was. I didn't know. I don't know enough about where she stands on things that I was like, I'm sorry, I can't vote for you if I don't know that you support the values and the things that I want to proceed with. Brad Raffensperger, I gave him a lot of props. When it came down to the national pressure, he stood tall against national Republicans of like trying to influence things. And I was like, it takes a lot of ethics to do that. You get my vote. You get my vote.
I
So
think,
just vote,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
You don't have to vote all one party or another party. Research the candidates, look who best represents you and the things you stand for, and make your voice heard. You know what I mean?
I don't think any of this was ever meant when people sat down and developed this system of voting in your leadership or voting in your. I don't think it was ever intended for you to vote straight down a party line, because there's no
Right.
way for you to say that I agree and or disagree with everything
One party.
everybody says
Right.
all the time. I think we
Right.
live in an excessively polarized society, but we also need to get back to a space where your vote was yours, right?
Hmm.
And if you chose not to disclose who you voted for, cool. And if you choose to disclose who you voted for, cool.
Right.
Like I
Do
don't
your
have
thing.
to agree with your politics for us to be civil
Right.
and humane towards each other. I think that's what Barack Obese was talking about. Man, that dude still got it. And when he gave a speech in Philly, I think Saturday or Sunday, and that was the main crux of his message. It's like, yo, like you ain't got to agree to be civil, but we got to
Right.
get this evil discourse out of our politics and get back to just supporting who you think is most fit to run for office. That also then assumes that both parties are putting their best foot forward
Right.
and
Like I
saying,
think there's this idea that there is one truth that is either right or wrong. Right. And that's what you are subscribing to with your vote. That's too that's a false dichotomy, right? It's just not that way. There is relative truth for what makes sense for your family. to say that my life is equal to a farmer in middle town Georgia, that's just not. We don't have the same things. We can agree to disagree on what makes more sense for our livelihoods, right? There's some common things that I think are probably stretch across us that are equal or whatever. But I mean, to say that you should vote with one whole party on everything does not make sense.
It doesn't
You
make
need
sense.
to research these candidates and figure out who best represents you and that your vote matters, right? But as long as people are non-participatory inside of the system, then that's part of the problem. It's like your voice is not being elevated, you're not being heard, and you're not putting forth effort to have electorate that represents you,
I
and
mean,
you just gave up on
we also
the
have to
entire
agree
thing.
on some basic facts, right? Like to me, you can't say Republican Party, these are my principles. This is my long list of principles, family values, duty to God, yada yada, small government, yada yada yada. And then in the same breath have Herschel Walker as your candidate.
Well,
Those
I mean,
those two things can't exist in the same space, or
this
they
is
can.
part of my
They couldn't.
but this is part of why I believe you should research your candidates, right?
Oh,
Is
100%.
because when it comes to Herschel Walker, he does not represent anything that I would stand for. And there's the lying aspect of things. So like if you can't tell the truth now, I don't believe you would tell the truth later. Nor I'm not electing you so that you can have a layup job.
And he
I'm
lives in
sorry.
Texas.
Right.
Can we at least start there? Like the dude don't live in Georgia.
And I thought this was a critical point about Kelly Loeffler when she ran, but apparently not, which is
But
weird.
it's amazing because Dr. Oz don't live in Philly, don't live in Pennsylvania. He live in New Jersey.
Right.
And it's like if we can't agree to even put up a candidate that meets minimum qualification. Now, and we don't even have to agree to that, right? I'm not saying that we have to agree that this candidate has to put up minimum qualifications, but you at least have to see that as a person, as a voting electorate, and say, I'm not going to reward said party for thinking that I'm that dumb, right? That I am willing to just vote
Right.
straight down the Republican or the Democratic ticket. Because if the
Well, I
Democrats
mean,
put up an
it just flies in the face of like states' rights, right? It's like so if you're more about states' right and independence and all that stuff, right? Which tends to be the conservative Republican view, and maybe that's oversimplification. But then to now recognize that someone out of your state knows your state best is a huge contradiction
right.
that I think we can all agree does not befit our state
And
versus in Herschel Walker's case, the guy he's running up against, Raphael Warnock, is a pastor in the state under the same church that Martin Luther King came from. I don't understand the logic here. And that's where I think you get these people that are like, I just want the Senate back. No,
that's power.
you're looking to win.
Mhm.
And nobody wins when people do that, right?
See, and here's the issue with voting, right? And I promise I'm gonna get off this horse in 2 seconds. Is this isn't a test where you have to answer all the questions to pass.
Right.
So even if you don't all right, use the opposite side of the coin. I'm a Democrat, and and Raphael Warnock does not line up with my values, right? I don't have to vote for him. I don't have to vote for anybody in that line, right? I can vote for Stacey, skip over Senate, drop down and vote for Chris Carr, drop down and vote for B. Nguyen, right? I don't have to vote for that line. I can skip
Right.
it. So
Right.
even if there is a candidate on the ballot that you're a Republican or you're a Democrat and you don't like the person in that spot, nothing is forcing us to
Right.
have like when we click vote or next or submit, we're not going to get an error message that says we didn't complete question 2.
Right.
You can just skip it. So like it can't be that we are in this constant quest for absolute power, because
Right.
that's not what the system is designed to reflect. Like,
And I mean, the problem of absolute power means for you to rise in power means somebody else must be taken out of power. And the whole democratic system does not work. It doesn't work by that philosophy or that approach to electorates, where there are some that win and others that lose. It's democracy. We're all supposed to be represented here, are we not? Right? If we're not all being represented, then how do we win? How do we
that's
win as a nation?
and see,
Right?
this is why the system is designed for, because if you look at what it takes to pass something in Congress, right, from a Senate side perspective, it's not 50 votes, it's not 51 votes, it's 60 votes. And if
Right.
you want to ratify something to the Constitution of the United States, it's 75% of the votes plus, it's 60 votes plus 75% of the states, right? So it's never meant to be a one party system that
Right.
rules all completely. It's not 51 votes in neither party, in
It,
neither house. It's
I'm sorry.
always
It's like
the other side of the coin.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
It is like, and I recognize this in myself. It's like people that watch the Olympics and just want America to win everything, right? Like if you're a true fan of the sport, you kind of want whoever's the best to win and marvel at that. Sure, it
Hold
would be great if
on.
they came from your country,
Now,
right?
I do want America to win basketball in the 4x1.
No, but listen what I'm saying.
But
Listen what I'm saying,
look at everything
right?
else.
It's like if I'm a real fan of basketball,
Mhm.
then I want the best team to win. I hope the best team is our team, and I hope we've done a great job. But if I approach it from this lens that America should win basketball each year, it opens the door for me to start doing weird things and my ethics of fandom, right? Where it's like, well, I want us to get calls to go our way versus other calls, right? And if we play a little bit dirty, I mean that's international basketball. Why can't we be able to do that? And it's like before you know it, you're rooting for your team over everybody else when it's that's not what's going on here, right?
Or you're rooting for your team and you want them to win by any means necessary. And I
Right,
think that's the rub. Like
right,
that's the wrong, and the issue is when you start rooting for your side by any
right,
means necessary. And I think that's
right.
what happened on January 6th. Is it was, we want to remain in
By
power
any means
by any
necessary.
means necessary. And
Right,
that's where the danger comes into the system. Is it can't be by any means necessary. I
right.
want President Obama to come back and be a president again, not by any means necessary.
I'm not about to walk up to Congress and demand this by breaking in and pitching a fit about it. You know what I mean? But it's
So
like it is a flashpoint for us, and we'll see what happens with
we'll
it
see.
tomorrow.
We'll see.
But in
Again,
order
we'll talk
not
about it
to be
more in
so
detail next
stressed
week.
about it, we'll talk about it later.
Yes.
But I know one thing that I think we can all agree on.
It's too
The
damn
ho
early for Christmas.
It's holiday season is
No,
fucking getting crazy now.
it's
Like,
too it's too
I
damn
saw
early for
Christmas
holiday
trees
stuff.
up before Halloween this year. I feel
Fam,
like I started seeing them around Labor Day,
my
and I was
wife
like,
was talking yesterday talking about when we gonna get our Christmas tree.
"Dog, we have a hard and fast rule in the Claiborne house. We do not put up Christmas trees till Black Friday. Black Friday is when the Christmas tree goes up.
Like,
It'll go up before
fam,
Christmas. It's Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving. Let's do Thanksgiving. Stop trying to skip the turkey, the mac and cheese, the sides, the greens, everything. I need my Thanksgiving. Stop trying to skip it.
people don't have no etiquette. It's this. See what it is. This is it's people not being raised right.
Right.
And see, when you start to try to skip stuff, you got to try to put the tree up too early. You see, no, you
No,
got to make it.
no,
Give each season its due.
no.
Each season its due.
Dude, I'm looking at what Candace is saying now. No, no. You
No,
can wait. You can get a Christmas tree on Black Friday. Y'all can get a Christmas tree when y'all get back, and it will be just fine. It's okay.
it's
It's
okay.
okay. It's
Like
okay.
Christmas ain't going nowhere.
Christmas will come when it comes. Stop trying to rush it, y'all. Like, come on, man. We need these holidays. Stop trying to hurry up the year.
Like,
I don't want 23 to get here before it's supposed to get here. You know
fam,
what I'm saying?
Mariah Carey don't post nothing on social media. Halloween Eve passed. Like Halloween, it's like it's November 1st. She dropping a post in a witch's costume,
Right.
and they gonna bust out and be like, boom, Christmas time. No, Mariah.
Yeah. I saw that
No,
I saw that little ad video thing that she posted. I was like, who photoshopped her, man? Because
no,
that ain't Mariah Carey. Come on now.
no, like
She ain't
fam,
out here singing like that. Come on.
fam. Like, and then God
I
dog,
promise you. I
I am
promise you.
over.
If I turn on the radio and I hear Let It Snow,
That's because you hate boys to men.
I do hate them. And I meant to tell y'all that they going to a concert up in Macon. Y'all should probably go see that. I meant to send that to y'all. Y'all know I hate Boys and Men.
Carrie hates boys. For those who have not been longtime followers of the show, Carrie's arch nemesis in the music industry is Boys to Men.
They don't provide any value anymore for the listen. They give no value for listen.
All I'm
But
saying is,
that's Jeff and Candace group. They love them.
I'm tired. I am exhausted. I don't want to hear Mariah Carey anymore. I don't want to hear Chris Brown anymore.
Can I be honest? Can I be honest? When New Year's comes around, I don't even watch the New Year specials anymore.
Oh, me
I don't
neither.
know who I don't know who 90 and it's gotten to the level of the Thanksgiving Day parade, right?
I've
Where
never watched the Thanksgiving Day Parade.
I've watched it and it's like I have no idea who 90% of these people are. I don't know why they're on a float.
I
It's
mean,
way
I
too
will
commercial
say
now.
I will watch portions of the New Year's Eve joint only because I just want to watch the escalation of Don Lemon's alcoholism, like
Well,
to see when it crests of when's peak Don Lemon drunkenness and does it coincide with Anderson Cooper's drunkenness, right? It's like,
well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like now the stuff that's happening on there, it's like I'm good. I'm good. I'm honestly good. I can probably just go to sleep and wake up tomorrow. I don't really need the whole countdown
if we're
business.
being transparent, the reason why I don't really pay no attention to it is it's hard as hell to stay up till midnight these days. Like
What?
I can't even lie to you.
Who you telling? Once the
Like
kids go to bed, I'm like, yeah,
I'm tired.
okay. Five, four, three, two, one. Right. I'm going to sleep.
Like
I'm going to sleep.
if we not having a get together at the house or something, I'm struggling. By
Who you telling?
about 10:30,
Who
like
you telling? After 11, I'm just forcing it at this point. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
yeah, I ain't got it.
How much longer? 59 more minutes? Jeez. Jeez.
I ain't got it. I'm
Yeah,
old.
I've been there. I'm telling you. Yeah, so
So
Christmas season started way too soon. This is
it's
ridiculous.
too much. It's
I
too much.
need us to chill out. I'm like, don't even like they started sending me the freeform the freeform holiday specials of like what they're gonna show every
Yep.
day. And I was like, ridiculous. Get this out of my face. I don't
Yep.
want to see this.
Starting to see Christmas movie. I don't care. Like at least
I
give
don't
me
know. I don't want it. No. No. Toss that back. Toss it back. I don't
yeah.
need it. Yeah.
I'm not a preemptive Christmaser, right? Like I'm not. I don't
Hey,
really honestly get in the Christmas spirit.
we don't get into Christmas spirit until the week of Christmas. I'm being honest.
I might
I'm not that person. I'm not
December.
that person.
It happens in December, but it ain't November. Like I don't. I think I'm still kind of grumpy to like. I don't really care. And then it's like, oh, okay, Christmas, yay, presents.
I give Danielle props because she tries to like get the energy going. She's like, "Oh, let's go to the holiday lights." And it's like, I'm not really enjoying the lights because I'm driving through the lights,
Mhm.
right? So I'm constantly like looking out for bull on the road, right? Who cut me off? Who's not driving fast enough? Why am I in this long line? These are questions that I have about driving through the holiday lights.
I mean, we
But
did say this year we
I'm
were gonna
excited that everyone else enjoys it, right?
yeah, I
What we're
think
saying?
this year we did say we were gonna try to hit the botanical garden, the Atlanta Botanical Gardens. But my problem with that is tickets be like $40 a
$80.
person
It'd be like $80.
to
And
see
you'd be like,
light.
yo, what am I paying $80 for? To walk
Man,
through this path? Bruh, I
hey,
will decorate my backyard with Christmas lights and get the same feeling.
my hope
Like,
is that as big as my neighborhood has done Halloween, that they treat Christmas the same.
nobody does Christmas like that anymore.
Hey,
Nobody.
one can hope because Candace had already brought up wanting to go to botanical gardens because we've never been. And so I'm like, all right, yeah, I could see it. And then I
About
always say, yes,
about 50% of the way through, you're gonna be like, I'm tired of walking.
no, I don't even get there. I get to the damn website to buy the tickets, and the tickets be $100 freaking.
No, wait till you get to the line in the parking deck where you like this. Why can't we find parking? What is going on? And I'll be like, oh well, it's so busy. It's peak season for us right now. I'll be like, this is peak season, the
It is
holiday, the holiday lights,
Holiday lights start November 12th.
ridiculous,
Let me see if they got the ticket prices up there.
trash, 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 trash.
Hold on. Let me see if they got the light. Let me see when it's up. Boom. Buy non-member tickets.
Mm-mm. Non-member tickets,
General.
like they got so many damn members for
Here you go.
Atlanta Botanical
Ticket,
Garden.
ticket prices between $27.95 and $47.95 per ticket.
They ain't got no
In,
Groupon. They ain't
in
got
the
no
no,
Groupon.
not for the Atlanta Botanical Gardens. And
That's what I'm
then
saying.
then they got the nerve to say price does not include the $5 per order processing fee.
For what?
And
Who
then
gets charged for processing now?
ticket for children 12 and under, 24.95 or 44 to 44.95.
I'm not paying that.
Fam. That's what I'm saying.
I'm
And
more
that's
likely to fly a drone
that's
in.
general admission. Non-refundable, valid only on the date selected of the time purchase, not transferable to another night. No rain check for inclement weather.
Yeah,
Show
that's part of that bowl. That's part of that bowl right there, which you just brought up.
or you can get the premium joints,
No,
which come with complimentary beverage,
hot
exclusive
chocolate,
3D hologram glasses
boring.
for 40 prices range between 42.95 and 62.95. That's
No,
the
thank you.
premium joint.
I'm okay. Thank you.
And then premium plus, you get the premium plus ticket package is our most flexible and festive. Garden Light experience includes flex ticket, express entry, anytime arrival on a night of your scheduled visit.
How much is that ticket?
$129
You chirping? Y'all
for an
chirping?
adult. For a kid, $126.
Ain't no lights worth that.
A
Ain't no
hundred.
lights that they got worth that much.
So 129 times 2 plus 126. For me and my family, it's $510
No, sir.
to go to the botanical gardens on for the premium plus joint. 510.
Nope.
Like
Nope. Nope. Nope.
like it
Nope.
I just like
Nope.
there's no thought process around accessibility, right?
All
It's
right.
this ain't hey person, middle income person, this shit ain't for you.
But the question is, why is it 100 some dollars to walk like maybe 3 miles?
To a freaking guard, like this the thing is the shit that you putting up is already paid for. Like,
I ain't paying. I'm not paying. I'm looking at the comments. Put them in a car. Take hot chocolate. Save you some money. Hey,
fam, like you ain't never gonna go. Like, and it's
I
like
didn't
it's
understand why we had to pay for the lights at Life University. I was like, you got to pay for this?
same. I mean, like Stone Mountain, isn't it Stone Mountain that does lights? At least that's just per car, right?
Everybody do lights. Everybody do lights because it's a hustle. Like, go get you some
It's a
lights.
hustle. It's
It's
such a
all. It's
hustle,
all.
man.
Like, no, I'm sorry. I don't find this at all intriguing. And we take the kids every year.
Like we
There
did the
go Danielle.
drive-through lights last year at
Danielle.
the drive-in
Danielle
thing.
hopped in. Danielle hopped in. She's a big fan of these lights things, but they the same lights every year. It's like, oh,
So
there goes
we
Santa.
we we did the drive-through lights last year, I think, at the drive-in movie, and like that was reasonably priced.
I didn't even know they did that. That's what's
Yeah,
up.
I think it's the drive-in. Candace in the comment section, she'll say yeah or nay. I think it was a drive-in movie theater last year, or somewhere. If it wasn't a drive-in, somewhere had just a drive-through movie theater. I mean, a drive-through light situation, and
Right.
that was reasonably priced, right? It might have been a couple bucks, no big deal. Bing bang boom, we out, right? Kids got to see lights hanging out the windows, cool. But I'm not dropping $510 to go to the botanic. Like, it's not
No.
worth it. It's a
I'm
like
sorry, it's just not
that's
that it's not that amazing. It's not that amazing at all. It's like, I don't understand. There's some people going in when you get up there, it's gonna be a building. It's gonna be a line, long ass line, trying to get inside this building. And they're like,
okay.
what's in the building? There's nothing in there. There's nothing.
Candace said it wasn't. It was $40. $40 to me.
$40 versus $500.
So even the general admission to the botanical garden, you still at 47 a pop.
Right. I'm sorry. The only thing that I would pay for that much is maybe going to Six Flags. If it no, I can't even spend. No, not even. I
So
can't spend that much money on anything. If I
even
spend $500 to go to lights at botanical gardens, that
but
is your Christmas present.
general admission. So this is just regular seats, right? Regular shit. It's still $200 for regular for a family of four. 200 to go walk through for some lights.
Who
That
said
ain't
World of Illumination? Where is that at? Who? Someone Danielle said. Someone said World of Illumination. We ain't doing that. Nope.
if
World
you
of Illumination is at Whitewater, and you drive through. It's like music. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
cool,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then you out. Nah,
Yeah,
nope.
like bro, like it's just it's a ripoff and it's sad because they know they're making money hand over fist. Like hand over fist. And I think
And
World of Illumination might be cash only. Oh no. I think you buy your tickets online and you got to show your
they
pass.
all straight garbage though, man. That's why
It's
I'm like,
booty, man. And I
for
get it,
five
right?
hundred dollars, for $500, I can
That's it.
go rent a Santa to come to a building and have a conversation with
Man,
my
let me
kid.
tell you something. $500 is 2 nights of a vacation.
You want to see
Like,
lights? Your dad just brought this up, right? He said take $40 go to Lowe's, buy some lights, take your kids out around 5 or 6 o'clock, have them help you put up the lights. It'll get dark. They'll see the lights. You save the money, right? I damn all that. You know what you do? Walk through those right before it closes. Merry Christmas.
like, and I mean that's like
Walk
so
through
so.
those.
It's funny because so the other day this is like kids and their thought price on or their thoughts on money, right? So we
Oh,
walking around Halloween. My son says, "Oh, you should get a golf cart, Daddy." And I said, "Cool. Which one of your vacations you want me to cancel so I can get a golf cart?"
right.
like, like, and it's like, bro, like this shit don't like not even like I can't even say money don't grow on trees, but it's just like their connectedness to the value and the cost of things, and
Right.
they don't have to worry about the cost. That ain't their job. But I'm
Hey,
like, bro, like,
legit.
I can take
Legit.
you.
What we need to do is just look up what are the most fire neighborhoods in the greater Atlanta area that go all out for Christmas and then just drive through their neighborhood.
Oh,
That's it.
100%. Because they posted it.
And then that's it. That's the lights. The lights of Christmas 2022 is
I
driving through somebody's
guarantee you,
neighborhood.
I guarantee you, our neighborhood does it.
They don't do it.
I
You
guarantee
don't
it.
know.
Candace, check the little newsletter.
Check next door. Check the
Yeah,
next door.
I
Yeah.
think we got like a Facebook group. I guarantee you, we have we do it. I'm willing to bet they do it. Hold on, I'm gonna look. Probably not now. See, boom. I told you. Boom, there it is. See,
Seems like a walking Christmas show.
I'm-
Lights. Done. We
I'm
coming to
not-
y'all neighborhood.
I'm
We coming to y'all neighborhood.
y'all
That's
are
it.
welcome. Hey, all y'all are welcome.
And then we can go back and we can have hot chocolate and adult beverages.
At the crib.
Done.
At the
Christmas
crib.
done. Christmas done. I will even maybe no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna put on a neighbor. I said maybe I'll put on a Santa Claus joint and be Santa. I ain't doing that. So
No.
nope. Hey man, we should probably get into heroes and villains.
Let's see. All right, who you got?
My villain. So I have a short story about my villain.
Okay.
So we went out. We went to an establishment at the hotel, and we're told multiple times by the people that work there that we do not belong there. They were like, "This is for a private event." We're like, "Yes, we were invited by the host of the private event." They said, "Oh, okay." Then 5 minutes later, somebody else walks by. You know, this is for a private event, sir.
Oh
It
Lord.
was like, oh, okay. As we left, we eventually decided to leave. I think I was thanking the host for allowing us to come in and, be there or whatever. As I'm walking out, a guy, I'm not going to say what race this guy was, a guy popped out of nowhere and said, "Hey, bro." Now, thanks, bro. And then just
You're not.
turned around and walked.
You're not being
He
serious.
was, I'm being dead serious. He gave me a fist bump. It was like, "Hey, bro." That is my villain of the week. That is weird. That is sufficiently awkward and weird that you
That's
only fist bump the black guy. So that's my own villain of the week. My hero of the week is, let's see. It's gotta be LSU because they brought me so much joy by making Alabama fans cry when they beat them. Alabama fell off the registers within within the AP rankings, and I can't be happier. I just love when Alabama loses. I got to be
it
honest.
does
So
bring me joy when Alabama loses.
it does. It's like a little warm part in my heart that just says, "Yes, this is what
Yeah.
it's all about." What about you? Who's your hero? Who's your villain?
So heroes for me. Today, first we did our first breakfast with Dad at my son's school. So that's always I always enjoy that.
No,
Um, Even though he don't ever eat the breakfast, right? They did Chick-fil-A biscuits or whatever. He'll never eat the breakfast. He just, if we miss it, then it's an issue. If he finds out that they had it and we didn't go, it's an issue. So luckily most days I don't have to work that early.
yeah.
So, but no, I love it. They always make you ask your kids questions like, like today was like, what are you most thankful for? What do you love the most about your child or something like that, right?
Yeah.
And so you're supposed to look at them in the eyes and talk to them about what you love about them or whatever. And so no, I love it. It's a cool event. It gets us some me and him time. So
Yeah.
that's dope. And then obviously this week also Black Panther.
Oh yeah. Of
Black
course.
Panther's official.
Of course.
So
Of
we're
course, that's gonna
feeling.
be my hero next week.
Is
It's
that
been my
Thursday?
That's my hero next week. I can't wait. Yes, it
Yeah,
is Thursday. It is Thursday is the event that we've
Thursday.
all been
Oh,
waiting for.
did y'all get did you order your outfit?
I did not. So Danielle will be stunning. She'll be representing us as the delegation of Claiborne. I will still be there, but I'm not I'm not gonna do that. So
Okay, and then my villain. I know we need to wrap the show so everybody can go to sleep because I'm tired. My villain, Elon Musk, just
ah,
another
yeah.
pampered billionaire white guy who he's gonna kill Twitter, right?
Right.
So I don't know when it'll happen. Who knows how long it'll happen? Maybe even if he doesn't kill it, I don't think it'll ever be the same, right? Like this
Right.
idea of charging people for check marks is stupid. So yeah, all around stupid. Elon is probably my villain of the week, and I don't have any more.
I got you. I think that's a valid villain.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And
He kicked off
he's censoring
he
Twitter
kicked
already.
he kicked Kathy Lee Griffin off for
Yeah,
making fun of him.
yeah. Like
So
his first thing he said when he came on Twitter when he was a CEO, walked in the building talking about jokes are okay again, or making jokes are okay again on Twitter. And then now his thin-skinned ass can't handle jokes. He can't handle people talking about him. So
hey, craziness.
just another
Craziness,
mediocre man.
craziness.
So
Yeah.
that's all I got, bro.
I think it's a good show. Good show tonight.
Yeah, man.
Next week, we
Always
have
fun.
so much to talk about. Black Panther, we got election stuff. We got so much to talk about next week. Make
Yeah.
sure y'all tune in next week for us. So,
If it goes too bad, we may just be talking about Black Panther.
yeah, that'll be our backup plan. Look for the lead in title of the show, and it'll let y'all know how we feeling out there. So,
Yeah. So, hey man, another great show. Hey man, thank y'all for watching. Bring a friend next week. Tell a friend. Share our crap. We post live on Facebook and YouTube. So whichever one is convenient for you, it goes live on both. So make sure you share our crap so people can join in the fun. Oh yeah, like my dad said, hey, shout out to everybody who's voted already. And if you
right,
have not voted, tomorrow,
trash.
make a
Right,
plan. Shit, do something.
right. Do something. Get your
Do
ass out there
something.
and vote,
Get
man.
out there and vote, man.
Right,
And if you don't, I won't hear no shit from nobody. Just
right, exactly.
don't make excuses. Just make it happen. Vote, 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 vote.
Right.
So, anyway, I'm Jeff.
I'm Kerry. Peace out.
Everybody's baby.